everybody, Larry Lawton here. I got a great video for you today. It's funny because somebody said in one of the comments, it would be different if Larry said something other than that, but that's just what I say because I do believe they're good. I'm doing a video on a guy who did 100 hours in solitary confinement. Not like the Mr. Beast video. This one was more real and brought back a lot of memories. So I thought I'd actually show you guys about this video and how crazy it can get. Before I get started, check out the sponsorship. This video is brought to you by Hunting Clash. I want to talk to you about a great new game. I got to play in this game. Look at this. Watch this. This is cool as hell. Look at this. I see that thing right there. 100 points. Is that freaking crazy? This game is amazing, man. Hunting Clash is the most realistic game that I ever played. Listen, I'm not the most game conscious guy ever, period. You guys know that. But I'll tell you what, it is good with me. If it's easy, I can play it. If I can advance, I can be sitting in an office somewhere waiting for a meeting and I actually turn it on. I know, right? That sounds crazy. But this is the only game I've done that way. You can feel wilderness right here, right in my office. It's my getaway. And you can travel across the world in this game. Dozens of different animals you can shoot, and it's pretty cool because there's the little ones, the rabbits, and that kind of stuff. And you can upgrade your weapons, and they got weekly competitions. And I'm not kidding you, man. I got into this game. Just look at this. This is so cool. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, look at this. I got a fox right there. Wait. Boom! Did you see that graphics? Did you see that? I mean, the blood comes. I mean, it's pretty cool shit, man. So check it out. And don't forget my gift code, Hunt with Larry. You're gonna get 100 gold, 70 skill tokens, and 2 mythical lore cards. A total value of $15. Just use my code, Hunt with Larry. Hope to see you on the game someday. Now, I'm gonna do this video, and it's a guy, definitely a foreigner. He's a YouTuber, of course, and he does 100 hours in. It made me think, should I do something like that? Not so sure right now at this point, guys. I know I could do it. There's certain things I know in my head I would do differently, and we're gonna do that now. So let's just start. This guy goes into solitary, a real solitary, not the Mr. Beast solitary with all the shit in it and taking stuff out. And I know he made it different. And this guy had to use his brain better. Did he do it? I don't know. And you're gonna see what I believe on this video right now. Let's go with this.
I'm going to spend the next 100 hours in this solitary prison.
I'm sick.
Now see what I'm going to poop. Come on. This room is the ultimate punishment for prisoners, so this is going to be really hard. I'm going to give you a tour. This is my bed, my couch, toilet paper for me to and my bag.
Now, look at the cell he's in. That is not a cell even in America you wouldn't see. Parts of it, the old part brought back a lot of memories of Atlanta. The old part of this prison. You know, old dungy shit and certain things happen in this prison. Now, we did have a sink with water. We did have and a toilet bowl, although they did certain things with those, we'll show you. And I'm gonna show you how I think this guy could do it a lot better too.
It's just 100 hours, relax.
I didn't show my family for more than 1.5 years, and in the end of the video I'm going to surprise them.
Now, he got to see his family before he left. That doesn't happen when you go to prison. When you go to prison, they take you when they want, and there's no seeing the family and having a big goodbye meal or something of that nature if you're a real criminal. But they're realizing they have to actually do this. So that's pretty smart. They actually have to say goodbye to these people, and you know, I don't blame them. And you know, even in a video, when I see a video like this, crazy things can happen, and I'm waiting for it to happen. As much as YouTube's getting extreme, I'm waiting for it to happen. I mean something really bad.
Guys, to make sure Fides is safe, we brought a medic here.
I've been a medic for 4 years.
Nasim, I'm using the bucket.
What is this bucket for?
You don't want to know.
I've seen worse, tell me.
Nasim, your bucket have fallen.
Okay, this is really bad. Good thing he didn't take a shit in there.
He's in this bunk. Obviously, he has nothing in there. He has no book to read. I thought he did say he had a Bible, which I read the Bible cover to cover 5 times. Cover to cover 5 times. I read the Quran 3 times, cover to cover. I read the Torah 3 times. I read Buddha books, all religious books, because in one hole, all I could get was books, like religious books. Some of them are different, obviously. Now, 100 hours. That's 4 days and 4 hours. First of all, you can survive without food easily. That's not a big deal. Water to be rough. Obviously, surviving without water is very, very hard. And the isolation part does get to you. It starts getting to you. That's where a strong mind comes from. Listen, I got a strong mind from everything I've done. That is why a part of me was never a drug addict. I could control it. I have a very strong mind. Some people can't, and they start going crazy. And I'm not knocking anybody because they go crazy, obviously, or addiction. You just got to get help, and you got to realize what your limits are. So mine are a little bit different. Obviously, I survived this shit already. So, and a hell of a lot more than 4 days and 4 hours. So my longest stretch in the hole was a little over 11 months. 3 years total, but there was a lot of times there were 3 months, 4 months, stuff like that. And I survived it, and I survived it because of here.
So Phidias has been in there for almost 4 hours, and now it's time to give him food. The only thing I'm gonna feed him is beans.
Now that door itself reminded me of prison, those big steel doors. This must have been something like that.
Food.
My water.
Now, when we were in prison, they put the food through a food slot. They don't open the door ever because you go crazy. I used to want them to open the door and fight. Obviously, they're not going to give you a metal tray. They're giving you plastic, or they're giving you crap, and they're giving you a little flimsy fork. Not even a real fork, obviously. It's not even a good plastic fork. I'm talking the shit you get in a little packet with the napkin and maybe 2 salt and pepper packs and shit like that. That little fucking thing, a spoon with little 3 forks on the end. Obviously, this man should understand. Listen, when I go to these things, whether it was Con Air or something of this nature, I wouldn't eat. I'd get hungry, I'd get my headache, it'd make me go to bed, make me concentrate more, and once you get over that first thing of fasting, you do well. And then you don't have to go to the bathroom, you gotta shit. I mean, you won't wanna shit in these kind of situations, you just don't, especially when you know the time and everything else that goes along with it.
There is hair inside.
When he had the food with shit in it, let me tell you something. That happened a lot. I remember when a guard, and we knew it was a guard because the inmates prepared the food, a guard spit in my food and I had to take the spit out with my hand and eat it because I was so hungry. And I'm not talking about 4 days somewhere. I'm talking about months. And, you know, the shit you saw in your food and the crap, and it was just... Now, the inmates wouldn't do that. They try to make good meals for you. They know their buddies in the hole and stuff like that. So, and the guards are the one who pass the meal around. Inmates don't do that. Not even orderlies, not whole orderlies or not. They'll clean up, they'll mop the floors and stuff, but the guards do that. They actually do that. So you know who's fucking with your food.
We have another 88.
The next few days will be the coldest days of the year.
Now, if you notice what he had, and you just go back there for a second, there was toilet paper underneath his bunk. You use that as a pillow. That was my pillow in a lot of places, believe it or not. Many, many times I did that. This guy's not understanding that. Didn't look up anything in prison to do in the hole. Obviously, he's got a blanket. He said it's gonna be cold, and it will be. And you're gonna fucking freeze your balls off. And that shivering sometimes makes you alive, though.
It's so cold that I even need a heater. Uh-oh, he's waking up.
I've been sleeping for the past 9 hours.
Now, what he's doing is trying to sleep his way through it, and I get that. That's part of it. My mind used to think of things when I was in the hole, and they could have been sex things. They could have been a lot of different things. And yes, I know I say it, masturbation is a big part of doing it. You got energy, you take your mind off things. Once you do that, you could go to bed or whatever it is. So, you know, it was done all the time. More so in the hole, because you had to, but if you use your mind, sometimes you don't have visual stuff, which you don't, but, you know, mind is everything, everybody. It should be to you, and I hope it is, because that's what survived me in a lot of bad places.
I don't know what to do. Should I exercise? Should I sleep again? I don't have a lot of options. I'm going to try to exercise for the first time. But the cool thing is that I will see my family.
Obviously, exercise is huge. I used to do burpees and I used to do dips off the toilet and everything else. And that is very important. In fact, he came up with some stuff. If I had those bunks like that, I would come up with a lot of different exercises to work a lot of different muscles. Exercise is a great thing. Anything to dispel energy and get you tired. Yes, you're gonna sweat, but if in a cold cell, who gives a shit? You don't care how you smell, and you will smell. And at least you're gonna try to sleep a lot and then get mind games going. He has nothing. This is not really an easy task because there's nothing to distract your mind except you and your own body. Now you're gonna see what happens, how he gets to distract his mind here.
This night will be very, very, very cold. It's pee time. Asim, bring me water.
No water is really, really tough, everybody. I mean, I've drank water out of a toilet. Literally out of the toilet. When they shut, I had water in my toilet. I remember when they were fucking with me. And then, you know, if you start flooding your cell and doing crazy things, they're gonna shut things down. But the water in that toilet, I remember making it as clear as it can, didn't use it. Man, I drank it. I mean, I did what I had to fucking do. And you took the water out of the bowl and put it in the sink where you cover the sink drain, because it's all one contraption, and that would be okay. And then you could piss in the other one and let the suction take that down. I know it's crazy because no water come out of that the faucet they had there. No water would come out. It wouldn't come out. So what are you gonna do? And believe me, you get very parched and thirsty and everything else, and it's not easy.
I have to think an idea to force Nasim to give you what. Nasim, are you sleeping? Are you masturbating?
How are you masturbating? See, everybody starts thinking that. But you know what? He's gonna start doing things that I did, and that was fuck with the guards and start trouble just to get human interaction. It's our mechanisms to have a human interaction. The human being is not made to be solo. The human being is a communication. It's a social being. And when you can't be social and you are isolated, it starts fucking with your mind that you will do stupid shit to get beat up, to get interaction, to feel human again. And I did it, and it sounds sick, but it's not.
Nasim, can you hear me?
I'm gonna try to make him feel like he's alone.
There is nothing to do here. Nasim, if you don't give me water, I will throw my pee from here. Try to play a song.
Starting to go crazy. You actually will start going crazy. You start, and it doesn't take a long time to do that. I think I'm a little bit different, especially older. Even then, I'm very strong-minded, so I would get I literally designed a house in my head, in my bunk. Fucking designed a house to where the outlets were. Amazing, I still remember it to this day.
Watching him do this is torture for me.
Is this the real life?
What?
Is this just fantasy?
Now, he had it a little better. He had a camera. I mean, I would have messed with that camera in a lot of ways, and you know, we do that now, my friends and I, when we catch someone's phone and he didn't lock it. Boy, we'll take an ass shot and put it on his screenshot and face thing. And we have some older guys who don't know how to change them, so we have a lot of fun with it. But we're just like big kids is what we are.
Just here in the corner of the room watching the walls, and I'm thinking if this can actually make you crazy.
It totally makes you crazy. And this guy, I don't know, I actually just got the goosebumps right there because I know I'm claustrophobic now. I don't know. I have such something happened to me in prison that's pretty fucked up, and I hate admitting bad things or things that beat me, and I'm claustrophobic, and I never was ever, and now I'm pretty severe at claustrophobic.
Like this was an actual isolation prison. Imagine staying in isolation for like months. When people go crazy, I fully understand.
See what happened? It usually takes somebody something like that to happen to them to do this before they can totally understand. And it's a shame because I wish more officials in prisons would go through this. Maybe they would start becoming more compassionate. Maybe.
Nasim?
Yes?
When I come out of this thing, I will punch you in the face.
He's so mad. I mean, you hear him saying? He wasn't saying that like a funny thing. I'm gonna punch you in the face. That's it's his getting angry.
And the worst thing, I want to clean my teeth. No shower, nothing.
I need your uniform. Shower time.
What if I don't want to give you my uniform?
Then no water, no food, you'll die.
What if I give you my uniform and you don't give me water?
Trust me, I'm an honest guy.
I'm ready. Get my uniform. What?
You're gonna shower. Here's the soap, don't drop it.
Now he put water in there and a bucket. First of all, he gave him a tray and stuff. The first thing I do with anything in a cell is I start thinking how I can use it in different ways. Obviously, he's got water. If you want to drink some water right now, you can do that. I know it's fucking soap, but it's clean water to wash yourself. Obviously, the soap's not in it. He threw him the soap, so it's not soapy water. I mean, that's one thing. And you know, obviously, they would never open the cells. In real prison, they cannot open those cells unless you're handcuffed. So they have the door, the chute door they call it, and that you would be locked up. So they don't do that in real prison. This prison, of course they did, but they wouldn't do that because you'd go crazy, you'd storm out of there, you'd go nuts.
Oh shit.
You see that fresh water? You got fresh cold water, matter of fact, he's complaining. Obviously he wants a shower, and everybody does. But how are you gonna dry yourself?
It's cold. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is my last food? I don't know.
I'm not gonna give him food anymore.
I love you, Nassim. Thank you.
Now, I noticed obviously he's in his underwear. When I was in the hole, we'd wear nothing. I mean, because it got so hot, it would be literally 100 degrees and 100 something. And you'd sit there and sweat. So you just sit there naked and just be there. Obviously they have underwear, it's a video and they should. But this guy's got a terrible cell.
He's probably in there freezing, begging me for a new underwear, but too bad, you're not getting any.
Before the challenge started, I hidden my clothes under the bed, so now I'm going to go in the sleeping bag. Hopefully nobody sees me. If they see this, probably I will get in trouble from Nassim, but I don't care.
Right now, he's wrapped up like a baby, and it's making me feel really bad. I feel like I'm a horrible person for now.
I'm going to take them off and hide them for them to not understand what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to take them off without them noticing them.
He's really going crazy a little bit. And you know, these videos can get out of hand. You know, you're in something like this, you got another little kid out there, he's fucking an idiot, and you start going crazy. You know, look at the way I think. Obviously the worst of people, but...
I'm so hungry, I'm going to eat half of the food that Nassim brought me yesterday. A lot of times boredom is good because it brings creativity, but this is completely different. The only thing that I'm thinking about is my family.
He's got to learn to use his brain better. Obviously, he's bored. That's of course, but you got to start using your brain and what the brain is what fucking survives prison. Not my toughness, brain.
I'm gonna go give him his clothes and take his sleeping bag.
I will punch you in the face.
He keeps telling him he's gonna punch him in the face because he's violent. I mean, he's thinking of things to he's getting angry.
Far away from the door.
I will punch you.
Here.
And you rush the door. This little water cannon, I'd go through that guy and fucking knock him in the head.
Nassim, you are dead. He took my sleeping bag.
Okay, this is gonna get harder. I'm gonna put rats in there. He's eating the box. He's eating the box. They're gonna kill Phidias.
So this is the camera that Nassim can see me. So we're going to stop him.
This part freaked me out, I'm being honest. I'll tell you why.
I have something that I wanna give you. Hey, do you like it? Are you gonna...
Oh no. You guys are stupid. I don't like it.
Hey, don't get the white one, he bites.
I will catch them and throw them in the bucket.
Oh my god, it's such a hard thing to catch them.
Phidias is trying to catch the rat. That is not good because they bite. So if one of them bites him, we may have to take him to the hospital.
Another one done. Such a big relief.
The rats used to come in our cell in Atlanta. It was an under. The first thing you do when you don't want them, obviously, is you put your jumpsuit or something under the door so they can't get in your cell. But when you wanted to catch one, we had a garbage pail in our cell. And I remember it was around, a metal garbage can. And we took 2 pencils. And I took a piece of sheet going right to my bunk. and had them crossed like this, holding the garbage can like this. You know, 2 crosses and the garbage cans like this. I put food here, and when the rat come underneath, you pull it out and it goes down and you catch a rat. You put a piece of cardboard under it, turn it over, you get a pet rat. I used to fall asleep and the food would be gone. So they must have known when I was fucking falling asleep. I mean, I had it near the opening of the door, and I'd put that thing and I'd have it waiting and waiting. Never. They were too fucking things. I freak with those things too. I don't like rats either. Fucking mice. Bugs are worse. Bugs go in your ear. In Atlanta, we had so many cockroaches that were around. You used to have to put toilet paper in your ear because cockroaches would go in your ear. Man, look at it. I remember it. And fucking, it could fuck you up. If you get it in, it kill it. Look, I want to throw up. Fuck.
I don't know what I'm going to do tonight without my sleeping bag.
I took his sleeping bag, so this is gonna be the worst night he's ever experienced.
I just want to go and hug my family. That's it, nothing else.
You start getting that way. You start getting very sentimental with people you got mad at, and you know, you want people. Period. You want people. You want family too.
So we brought a medic here to make sure Phineas is good because I'm gonna stop giving him food and water.
Welcome.
Oh! It smells so bad!
The medic started worrying about me because I was getting sicker and sicker.
Of course it smells bad, and I'm glad they at least did this.
Why do I choose to make such a big challenges? Why? My lungs are in pain. This is difficult. I couldn't expect this to be so difficult. I expected it to be like level 3 hard, and it's level 9.
That doesn't surprise me, everybody. It is rough. You don't realize it until you do this kind of shit. That's why when I see these, I look to see how legit they are. As a man who did it and had to do it, I got a real sense of feeling what they're going through.
We have 47 hours left.
Nassim, give me something. You gave me nothing.
He finally got the toilet paper roll to put his head on. That's the first time I saw it.
I'm sick. Give me food. Give me water.
I think he got a flu, and it's gonna be surely harder for him. I don't think he should be doing this at all. This is dangerous.
The guy's right, it's dangerous. Not only does your immune system go down with no food, no everything, and I mean, bad things can happen.
This is not fun. I can't sleep. It's so cold. I'm extremely sick. I feel weak. My nose is running. My throat is dry. I thought that this would be a piece of cake to finish.
This was literally the coldest night of my life. I wasn't even able to sleep.
Give me your cup, I got water for you.
Here is my cup.
Oh, any food?
Heaven is a place on earth.
Now that guy fucking with him is, the guards don't do that obviously, but they do fuck with you in different ways. I've seen them, you know, fuck with you with noise, with this stuff, a lot of different things. This kid's a jerk off doing this crazy, especially with water and the coldness, and you know, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old with a heart.
You got me there.
So hopefully I survive this night. We have another 36 hours left.
Which is good because he's feeling isolated right now.
Absolutely feeling isolated.
My whole body is freezing. I'm going to the jumping jack. I never felt so sick for the past 2-3 years.
Do you know, understanding using exercise to keep your body heat up, it's also then you have to be careful you don't sweat. And then that becomes certain things, because you lose your body heat in your armpits, your crotch, and your head. That's where you lose your body heat for hypothermia. So you want to keep those areas as warm. That's why when you cuddle up in a ball, you're getting a warmness, and you're keeping your crotch, your armpits, and warm. Now you got to be careful when you do exercises, because you can sweat too much or something happens. And then before you know it, you know, now you're gonna get pneumonia.
Tell me how much time I have. I think approximately 33 hours, right? Give me water, please.
If I had that camera, I'd be making some crazy fucking videos.
For 48 hours, you gave me only 1 cup of water.
Isn't that enough?
No, it's not enough. Please, please.
What he did there is kind of brought back memories, because I begged for them to turn on the toilet. You will do stuff when you want stuff. You will do things you don't think you would do. just the way it is. I literally begged them. They made me beg them to turn on the suction of the toilet. Back in memories that I don't like, but I hope you learn from them and don't go to these fucking crazy places.
This is the meanest I've been my whole life.
Yeah, I know inside of you, you probably feel horrible. This is the kind of person you are.
28 hours left, only one night left. And I'm going to reunite with my family. Oh my God.
You notice he's saying he wants to be reunited with his family. It's not most people, and it's not anything to do with getting laid. Everybody thinks it is. It's food. When you miss certain things, it's food, it's the necessities, it's connection with family, or food again. I miss my kids. It's not sex. Don't get me wrong, we love it and all that kind of stuff, but it's not sex.
Yesterday they came with the mice. I wonder what they're going to do today.
Phidias now has less than 24 hours.
My energy is...
It's currently nighttime and I'm gonna make sure he doesn't sleep at all. And I'm gonna make this the hardest 24 hours of his life.
That kid's a little prick. That kid's a little fucking prick. I'd be planning this kid's beating. I really would.
In 2 hours, the cold will be removed. Oh my God, this was a crazy night. Today is the day that I'm going to see my family. Oh my God.
Think of how people in prison are when they haven't seen their family for years and years and years and years. This kid's for 3 days, that's all he does. He wants to see his family.
If you are wondering if I pooped inside the prison, the answer is no. So I prefer to hold it. I can't wait for this to finish. Oh my God. 4 hours left and I'm going to see.
He hasn't gone to the bathroom he hasn't shit whatever days. And that, obviously, if you don't eat, you don't shit, and that's normal. But it's not healthy.
Oh wow, 3 hours left!
So Phidias went from 100 hours to now less than 1 hour. And he gets out to see his family, and I'm really excited for him because that's all he wanted to do for the last year and a half. Phidias, guess what?
Oh my God, 100 hours done. I don't care about anything, I just want to see my family. Let's go to my family.
Look what happened, guys. He forgot about punching that kid in the face. I don't know if I would've, but I might have just fucking took the wind out of him or something, even if he's friend. I know it's a video and I know all that, but I don't know how my brain works. But you do. I had to put aside the guys who pissed on me and abused me. And I did that by justifying and not letting that hate kill me, because it's the hate that kills me. And it kills you. So if you have any kind of hate like that, and you got to get rid of it, man. I talked to a guy on a podcast, Chaos, and you know, you got to get that hate out of you, because it only kills you. It only fucking kills you. Remember that. Now he hasn't actually saw his family in a year and a half, because he was in America first. Then he came and did this video. That's the way it is, man. You know, when I got out, I remember who I saw when I saw my mom and dad. Man, it was a rough, you know, boy. You want to talk about crying as an older guy. I was 46 years old too. Then every time I saw my friends, certain friends, I was crying. I know, sounds crazy, right? But it is what it is. But listen, don't go to prison. This was a legit one. This guy really went through some shit in this video. Mr. Beast was kind of a joke because they, you know, had all these fucking gadgets in there and did this shit. That would have been a joke. This one I would have had to use my brain a little bit more. I definitely would do it and could do it and did do it. But I don't want you to have to do it. Please make good choice. I don't want to see you go to prison or any place like that or anything. But please, go check out Hunting Clash. What a great game. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go play it a little bit. Have a good day, everybody.